too focused on Natty or not, then you're focused on the wrong thing to begin with. Yeah. Make a rain check here. Most people are not going to be looking like they're the fitness influencer. The fitness influencer you're looking at, you're not going to look like them. I'm sorry. Like, that's rude. It might crush your dreams. It might like, I can't be looking at Chris Benson and be like, yes, that's going to be me. Like, realistically, I don't even want to be that, right? Right? And the reality is, even if you did all you said, you can never achieve Liver King's body. Like, even if Liver King was natural, most people cannot achieve Liver King's body. Let's make a rain check here. Most people are not going to be looking like they're the fitness influencer. The fitness influencer you're looking at, you're not going to look like them. I'm sorry. Like, that's rude. It might crush your dreams. It might seem like I don't believe in that person. But I think people base the idea, because we're visual creatures, we see something, we want to be like that. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting motivation from somebody. But to think that if you're not that person, then you're not like worth it, or you're not working out hard enough, or your progress is useless, right? That's a dumb way to think. I think that you can look at those people and get motivation on their training, but you can't get lost in their physique. You can't get lost in Chris Bumstead's physique. Like, he just won the Olympia again. Like, I can't be looking at Chris Bumstead and be like, yes, that's gonna be me. Like, realistically, I don't even want to be that, right? So, like, yeah, exactly. So it's just like, just try and be the best you can. I think there are moments where you push yourself a little harder, but like, to be focusing on those people's physiques, whatever it may be, and be like, okay, if I'm not this in 6 months, or if I'm not this in 8 months, then I'm gonna be blah blah blah. It's just like, that's the first thing with clients, that the problem I have with a lot of clients. It's not really a problem. I think it's just the human nature. It's like, people come to me and I always try and ask, because I know they already have that thought in their mind. They come to me, oh, this is the idea they have in their mind. So I'm like, okay, who do you want to look like? That's the question. I have that as a question I always ask. Who do you want to look like? And like, they will tell me this person, and I'll be like, sometimes it's realistic. Like, I was training somebody, like my last training block here, and she wanted to look like another lady. I don't want to say any names, just confidentiality. But I was like, I think you can be that in 6 months, in X amount of time, if you're consistent. But the reality is, most people are not even looking at body types that are like similar to theirs. So if you're like, I don't want to use any term that people don't know, but I think a lot of gym guys know, like mesomorph, ectomorph, all those things. If you're an ectomorph and you want to look like a mesomorph, it's going to be really hard. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort. You can look like a hacked version of it, but you won't exactly be like that. And if as soon as you stop working that hard, you lose it, right? So that's the thing about, especially if you're natural. So for Liver King in particular, yes, what he did was wrong, in my opinion, especially as somebody in that industry. Like, it's really deceiving people, and there are probably hundreds of people or thousands of people who bought his products, because he's really just selling product, right? So lots of people buying that product thinking, oh, I'm gonna kind of look like this, and I think that's fucked up. That's fine, and we can talk about other people who have done that in the past, but like, and it's gonna keep happening. Another 2 years from now, somebody new is gonna pop up. They're gonna be on gear, lie about it, and But if you can be straight up about it, that's great. But too many people get too much focus on people's physique. That's why we care about the whole natty or not claim. If we didn't care about people's physiques that much, then we would not care if you're natty or not. Like, when I look at a physique, I'm not thinking instantly, oh, is this person natural? Is this achievable? It's just like, oh wow, this person's genetics are great. I just want to know their training style. Should be what's on your mind. What's your training style? Because that's something you can implement, right? That's something that you can change. That's something you can work on. But natty or not, oh, now you just know that, oh, I can never look like them. Or yes, oh, I can look like them. And most likely, even if most people are not gonna work that hard. Most people just don't.
They
Like,
just don't.
it's just you just don't. Yeah. So I know I'm sounding very negative here, but that's just how I feel.
It's the truth, though.
Yeah. It's just if you're too focused on that, you're not. Then you're focused on the wrong things to begin with.
Yeah.
Is my opinion.
Damn.
If you should be focused on your strenuous program, your diet, your physical activities, your fitness level, your heart. Like, there's so much more to fitness than just how you look too. So that's a whole different combo. But like, if you're focused on how you look, focus on the things that can actually change that. Don't focus on the things that that motivate me. Maybe I can achieve that or maybe I can't. That's BS. No.
Damn, that's actually the best answer I've heard about the whole, like, if you're focused on that, you're not. You're focused on the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're focused on the wrong thing. That's
And I think that's why those videos get so much, because the
Views.
when they see their ideal guy, like for example, maybe Michael B. Jordan,
Yeah.
they'll be like, "Oh my God, like,
Yeah.
it's Michael B. Jordan. Is it possible to look like Michael B. Jordan?"
And like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I never looked at a body type and thought maybe I can be like that. But I think there's a point where you mature,
Yeah.
and become like, okay, yes, I can get motivation, and I knew that body has a lot of hard work from that. And that's what I'm focusing on. Let me focus on the hard work they put into that and see if I can match that or beat that. That's the mindset I've decided to start adopting, rather than adopt the idea of, oh, let me look like them. Because at the end of the day, you're not gonna look like them. You don't look like them naturally. Like, what I'm saying is, your weights are probably the same. Your BMI naturally is probably different. Your bone density is probably, the way your muscle insertions sit will be different. So no matter how hard you work, you will still look like the best version of you. So why focus on them? You know what I mean? So like now on TikTok and stuff, I see people worried about how their muscle inserts. Like, that's dumb. That's stupid. Like, why are you worried about how your muscles look after you've trained them? Like, worry about your training and be happy with the result.
If you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the full podcast, click right here.